Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel on another video on Serious About Salvage. We've got another car today. This one is a bit of a puzzle. I don't know why it was at Salvage auction, so we're hopefully going to try and figure out why. It is a Fiat 500 Sport in a lovely blue. Honestly, looking around this car, it's perfect, or it looks perfect. It's definitely one of them cases of, is it too good to be true? We need to have a good look around this, try and figure out what's going on, because I can't work it out. From the limited looks I've had so far, I cannot work out why this was at auction. Let's spin around, have a look. There we are. It's coming across a bit darker in the picture. It's like a turquoisey blue. It looks quite dark on the back of the camera, but it's a great looking car. Super looking car. Fiat 500 Sport, 64 plate. These are 1.2 petrol. They have these lovely sport bumpers front and back. Look way more stylish. Nice alloys. And the side skirts. It's the colour pops. During real, it really does pop. It's a very light turquoisey blue. I'm going to say it's metallic. It's hard to tell with the wetness of it. It's a lovely blue. Lovely blue. Now this is straight from auction, right? Exactly as you see it now. The pictures, yep, exactly as you see it, all the way around. There's a tiny little dent there. That's exactly what I saw at auction, really. Listed as a run and drive. It was listed as undercarriage damage, and then it said in comments, possible mechanical. Now the comment section is filled in by the auction company. When the car comes in, they run it, move it forwards and backwards, and if there's anything they notice that the insurance company haven't said, they make a note. So they've written possible mechanical, and I know why, because I asked the yard driver when I was there to collect it, and it was actually him who took the vehicle in. And what he told me was, when the car came in, he started it, he revved it, and when he revved it, he could hear water behind the dashboard here. Now this is very common in these. The heater matrix is in there, and there's now no like sound deadening around them. And what happens, especially when you do like a coolant change, the air in the system makes like a water sloshing noise. And yeah, I can hear it a little bit of water sloshing noise there. I don't think that is anything to worry about. Because I know this car was stood for quite a while before I got it, because the MOT ran out in May. So the fans just cut in. I've had it running for ages. The fans just cut in, so that's good. And inside, it's got these lovely blue door cards. I mean, I don't believe the camera. It doesn't look a nice blue on the camera, but honestly, in real life, it's a lovely blue. These seats are gorgeous. Really nice seats. 500S. Inside, it's a lovely car. It's got the Abarth style digital cluster. Nice matte silver trim. Honestly, all in all round, it's a lovely car. 57,900 miles. So the mileage is on its side as well. I've been up and down the road in it. Other than the brakes needing cleaning up because it's been sat, I really don't know what's going on. It's a puzzle. So we need to have a good look around this. Couple of observations I've made already. It's got a small crack in the rear tail light there, but nothing on the bodywork. See it there? And a very common problem with these 500s is the door hinge. They always do that. You can replace the hinge. I've ordered one. I mean, I've had plenty of 500s with that issue. It's a bit of a tricky fix, but it's easy to do. So we've got a tail light ordered. These are different on the Sport as well because they have this black surround. Tail lights ordered. I've ordered a door hinge. Very happy about that sticker. And what else? I've got an oil and filter for it. But I mean, even the tyres have got loads of tread on. All the lights work. I mean, it's a mystery. But they're always there for a reason. This is listed as a Cat N, and you can tell it has hard paint on the front. I mean, it's an extremely good job. Unless you get very close, it just looks a little bit grainier than what a standard. I mean, you know, I don't know actually, because that's where it's similar. The roof's not been painted. Yeah, I mean, I may be wrong. I may be wrong, because it does look really, really well. I mean, what might be a good idea we could do, should we do a car vertical check on it? See what that brings up. That might be an idea to do that at some point in the video. But I think first of all, let's get it on ramp. Let's have a look underneath it. Because on the outside, it's, you know, there's no damage. It looks beautiful. I've seen it in the dry as well. And there was, you know, there's nothing extra because, you know, rain can hide stuff. Under the engine bay, oil looks fresh. There's loads of coolant. Engine runs smooth. I mean, I was guessing, I was expecting some type of mechanical issue, head gasket, something, you know, like down that line. But I can't. There doesn't seem to be an issue right now. But there must be. There must be. So I'll leave that up. Let's get it on the ramp. Let's have a look under it, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're on the ramp. So let's have a look. As I said, tyres, absolutely loads of tread on the tyres. Even the rears, they're all matching as well. I mean, they're only land sales, so they're not like premium, but I mean, there's nothing on the rear. I always like to check chassis legs and stuff. Nothing really, nothing. There's no sign that it's ran over anything or anything like that. Nothing going on up there. Nothing up there. The only thing I've noticed is the sump is rotten, basically. It's rusted and it's leaking. Only like ever so slightly, but it's damp and it's rotten, so we'll put a sump on it. It's had a crank pulley at some point because that's clean. I can't see anything. Honestly, I cannot see anything. That plug there is for the pad sensor wire. This side hasn't got a pad sensor in it, but the other side has. That's that side connected up. Check the pads. There's loads on the front pads, but for definite, this bumper has been painted because you can see the masking line there where they've masked off. But honestly, they've done a good job. It's actually a really good finish. It's a great match. They must have blown it in because it matches perfect. They've obviously removed all the grills. They've done it properly. They've stripped it down to paint it. So obviously other than this, but this is part of the bumper, this bottom section. Doesn't actually come off. It's a weird one. I don't know. I mean, inside, it almost looks like it was prepped for sale. So the dashboard is absolutely immaculate. It's been wiped, it's cleaned. This isn't how cars go through salvage usually. Usually straight off the road, been crashed, dragged to salvage, and you've got your normal everyday dirt and grime inside. This has been cleaned out. Oh, that's how it looks. So I mean, the kind of idea I'm going down here is it's been traded in by someone. The company selling it has prepped it ready for sale. Perhaps someone's come to look at it, done an HPI, realised it's on the register, told this company it's on the register, and they've obviously realised they can't sell it because they maybe don't sell or bother with registered cars, categorised cars, and just sold it at auction and just giving it a reason as undercarriage damage because of the porous sump. I mean, it's the only real thing I can think of, really. I don't know what else to really say. It's a weird one. Alright, so I think the plan, I'm going to throw a tail light on it, I'm going to fix that door handle, put a sump on it. I've also ordered a new key case because the keys for these, they always fall to bits. So I'll have a new key kit so the key will work properly. I mean, it does work, don't get me wrong, but the case is falling to bits. It's going to want an MOT because obviously, like I said, it ran out in May. And I think I'm going to have to run this around a little bit just to make sure nothing real, no issues develop. I've had it up to temp a couple of times already, up and down the road a few times. Because I need to clean the brakes up a bit because the brakes have got a bit of surface rust on them. But yeah, I think get it MOT'd. I'm going to run it around for a few days just to make sure nothing develops on it, no issues develop. And take it from there really. I don't really know where else to go. I mean, I can't fix issues that don't exist. So unless it develops an issue, there's nothing really much for us to do other than, like I said, we'll service it. Well, we'll have to put oil in it because we're going to take that sump off anyway, so we'll put new oil and filter on it. Fresh MOT, which I can't see any reason why it won't go through, as long as them brakes continue to clean up. It might be a great little buy, you know. Might be a great little buy. Interesting. So, I mean, what are we going to do in the rest of this video now? I'll tell you what, I'll leave this video here now. We'll come back. Perhaps when I've got a little bit more information about it. Or, do you know, like I said, I've used it a bit. And, in fact, let's get oil and filter. No, we can't do oil and filter. Let's wait till the sump comes. We'll get sump done in this video. Oil and filter it. Get it cleaned up. In the meantime, I'll run it around a little bit, and we'll get this video done with, won't we? So right, yeah, I'll be back as soon as my sump's turned up. Okay, the sump has finally turned up, which is over here. Nice new sump. It even came with a sump plug. That looks all good. So I've been having a play around this morning, trying to get this old sump off, because the battery's been charging on the camera. Just also, I'm a bit under the weather, so just excuse the voice and lack of enthusiasm maybe. Yeah, it's a struggle today. Right, so yes, I've been playing around. Got a few bits off down there, that's part, so that plate goes against the bottom of the gearbox, there's a brace there. And this is where we are in here. The sump is fully separated from the engine. But I mean, I was expecting this to happen. It's now snagged up on the exhaust. You can see flywheel in there. So to continue, we're going to have to drop this exhaust. Now the problem with that is the downpipe is also the manifold. So yeah, we're going to have to remove that heat shield, take the airbox off the top, and hopefully we can get to all the manifold bolts, and more importantly, hopefully none of them snap. That's what happens with manifold bolts usually. But I mean, there's no point getting too concerned about it right now. There's no point worrying about something until it happens, is there? That's the saying. Yeah, I mean, it looks to me, I would say this has had a sump on it at some point already, and it's rotten again, which isn't great, is it really? But yeah, it's been a bit of a trek to get to this point. So yeah, now like I said, the next part is to try and get this manifold disconnected. So I'm not going to do this on time lapse. Like I said, I'm not really in the mood, in all fairness, but I need to do it. So I thought I need to do this video as well, don't I? So I might as well update you whilst I'm going through it, because I just want to get on with it really, and keep my mind off my man flu. So yeah, I'll update you shortly. Right, we've got it off. It's currently sat in my scrap bin. Because it fell off and landed in my tub of oil. But let's have a look underneath it, for people that haven't seen under a sump. That's obviously your con rods. And if you look right up, you can see the bottom of the pistons. Right up the holes. So, we need to now clean up all this old sealant. And then the new sump can go up. Get it all tightened up, and then whilst we're putting all the manifold back to get up and all the other bits and pieces back together, that sealant can be going off then. So we're halfway, basically, aren't we? We are halfway. Everything looks good. Very happy with how it looks, nice and clean. No signs of any issues. That's your oil pump. Well, that's your oil pump, but that's the pickup part, should I say. So all good there. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much more to say. I ended up taking out the fan and obviously the heat shield for the downpipe. Well, cat. And obviously, like I said, this is our sump, which we will be putting some new instant gasket on to seal it up. I don't know if I'm starting to feel better or worse, but I mean, there's no point. I don't. Most of you'll know, when you're ill, the worst thing to do is to sit at home and just mop over and feel sorry for yourself. I'd rather be doing something, and time passes. Right, I'll get all this cleaned up and I'll start refitting it all back together then. Right, we're all back together. Let's have a little look. Nice new shiny sump. Looking good, looking good. Everything back together, exhaust is all buttoned up. I need to spray a bit of a brake cleaner on there so that doesn't smell when it warms up. But yeah, all done. Top's all back together as well. I've not put any oil in it yet because the high temp instant gasket hasn't set fully yet, so we'll leave that for the morning. I've left a tub of oil on the engine, so hopefully that reminds me not to start it without putting engine oil in. So in the morning, yeah, I'll get that engine oil in, I'll get it washed in and out, and we'll just have a final look around it really, and we'll call it a day on this car. But it's turned out to be a cracker, a right cracker. Perfect buy. One of my best, I think. Not in terms of profit. Won't turn a massive profit, but so easy. Simple, I mean, decent profit, so can't complain. Anyway, I'm gonna get home now because it's only like 3:30, but it's starting to get cold. So I'm not hanging around and just getting cold for the sake of it whilst being ill. I might as well go home where it's warm and try and recover a bit for tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow's a better day. Right, be back shortly. Right, we're finally back to finish off this 500. It's been pretty much a week since I fit that sump, because we all came down with the flu, the whole family, and wow, it was a bad one. Really been struggling, especially with the asthma. So today's really the first proper day back, I think, in 7 or 8 days back in the unit. So yeah, we need to get this 500 finished. It's pretty much there now. I did nip in yesterday and put the engine oil in it. As you can see, it's not there now. And ran it up to temperature. So we can have a final quick look now and just show that there's no leaks. Everything is nice and bone dry, I should say. So it's gone really well, to be fair. No issues there now. So yeah, all we really have to do now is get it down and wash it. The door handle hinge still hasn't turned up, so I've complained again. They said they're going to send another one out, but I've ordered another one from somewhere else as well, because I'm just sick of waiting for it now. It's getting ridiculous. That's been over 2 weeks, and it was on the 2 to 3 day postage. It was. I know there was some excuse me, some postal strikes, but yeah, it's too long. So anyway, I'm not going to mess around today, because as you can see, talking is making me cough. I'm going to get this car down, I'll get it washed, we'll just have one more quick look around it, and that's going to be it. Right, we are done. It's all cleaned and tidied up now. So yeah, we're all done with this car. This has been one of my better buys, I think. Turned out to be a cracking little thing. I'm actually quite fond of it, I'll be honest with you. Great to drive. Rides well. I like the inside, I love the clocks, the seats. I mean, it's the colour for me. The colour really sets it off. Nice Abarth alloys. Yeah. Just gotta wait now for this door handle to come, and then I'll get that swapped over, and it'll be ready to go. Have a last little look inside. I need to hoover it, but I don't hoover things until someone wants to come and see them, because I have to move them in and out. 57, almost 58,000 miles. Starts off the bone. Perfect. It's good. I mean, there's nothing really, excuse me, nothing really much else to tell you. The car's great. So I don't really know why it ended up in that. I do apologise. Talking is really difficult at the moment. So yeah, I don't really know why it's happened to, you know, it's ended up in a salvage yard. It's obviously had a previous bump at some point, but nothing structural. We've looked all around it. And whoever's done it, I mean, to be fair, they've done a decent job with the paint. It looks well, you can't tell. All I can think of, like I said, someone's traded it in somewhere at a forecourt. They haven't realised at the time, they prepped it to sell it. Found out later on it was categorised, and just thought the only way to get rid of this is to send it to auction. So that's what they've done. Because there's nothing wrong other than, like, excuse me, other than the porous sump that we've changed for a brand new one. Didn't find anything else wrong. So tiny little dent there, a little, you know, like car park dings, couple of car park dings. But honestly, for its age and mileage, it's a great little car. Anyway, that's going to be it, because I'm just going to keep coughing, and I'm sure you don't want to hear that stuff. So thank you as always for watching, really appreciate it. I don't know if there'll be another video to this week. I've got stuff to do, I just haven't got the energy, in all fairness. So yeah, thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.